All right, so there was a shooting last night in Louisiana. Reading the news stories about 8 o'clock. Let's nip this bullshit in the bud right now. It was a 100% completely legally justified shooting. The news is making a big stink about it, of course, because it was a black guy that was shot by the cops. There's cell phone video shot by some bystanders of the moments up to and just after the shooting. When the shooting started, like most people, they freaked out, and the camera, of course, missed the actual shooting incident. So, however, that witness, you can hear her on camera. Oh my God, he's got a knife. They just tried to tase him and it didn't do anything. And then, of course, oh my God, they just shot him. Why did they shoot him? So, I will tell you right now why they shot him. He's an armed guy with a knife who's been tased multiple times. He's been ordered to drop the knife. He's been ordered to stop and put his hands up and to give up, and he's failed to comply with every single order, and the taser had zero effect, even though they had tried multiple times to tase him. He is walking from one business. The cops followed him for half a mile, all this time trying to get him to give up and stop and drop the knife, trying to stop him forcefully using the taser. They used cars to try to cut him off and to divert him, but he kept going where he wanted to go, which was the Shell gas station where he was shot. He was walking to the open door to the open convenience store that was occupied. You cannot let an armed suspect go into an area where there are multiple victims waiting to be injured, shot, or injured, killed, or taken hostage. You cannot allow that to happen. Ask the LAPD why you can't allow guys armed with knives to go take hostages. So here, I'm going to play you the cell phone video that the witness, that the bystander took, and then I'm going to play you some body cam footage, which I had to steal from Police Activity's YouTube channel because I can't find the raw body cam footage anywhere. So Police Activity does a very good job putting out no commentary, just as much as they can of the raw video. Here's the cell phone video. Take a look at it.
Wait, we gotta witness this. We have to witness. Y'all, they put the window down. Oh, y'all. He got a knife. That man got a knife. They gonna shoot him. No, we got to wait. We got to wait. No, but he got a knife. Get on the ground. They tasing him. He not even doing nothing. He gonna stab. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! They just shot this man. They literally just killed this man in front of me. Oh my God! But he had a knife though, y'all. No, but for real, why would y'all shoot that man like 4 times? That's the problem with the cops now. Like, what the f? Oh my God, y'all, they just killed that man.
And here is the video of the LAPD incident, which reiterates exactly why we cannot allow guys, armed people, to go into an area where they can take hostages.
Hey! Drop it! Drop it! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Stay cover, keep cover. Drop the knife! Hey, put the knife down! Turn around, put the knife down! Put the knife down! Drop the knife! Put it down! 923, let me get a backup. Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop it! Put it down! Move up. Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
You can't allow an armed suspect to go into an area where there's multiple victims waiting to be injured, killed. That is why they shot this guy last night in Louisiana. Reading the news stories, there's all kinds of family members saying, oh, he was disturbed, he didn't like big groups. They're making excuses. It doesn't matter what he did or didn't like. It doesn't matter what his mental state is. The fact is he's an armed guy who is not abiding by the commands of the cops to drop the knife. He's walking into an open convenience store where there's people standing in there waiting to be injured or taken hostage. So none of that other stuff matters, unfortunately. It may have mattered if he had gone somewhere else and wasn't going into a occupied convenience store. But the fact of the matter is he's walking into an occupied convenience store. Cops cannot allow that to happen. Our job is to protect the public. The news stories that I'm seeing, of course, they all have the title that's Black Man Shot by Cops. Most of the titles, most of the news articles are leaving out the fact that he was armed. And there was protests last night. We'll call them protests because I haven't heard anything about any rioting yet. But I can guarantee that, especially with everything that's going on nationally right now, there will probably be riots based on this incident. I'm not going to guarantee, but I will put money on it. So just to wrap up, okay, I get it. It sucks that the guy got shot and killed. Unfortunately, it was his actions that dictated the cops' actions. And that's what we do. We react to the suspect. So again, it's a legally justified shooting. The guy's going into an area where there's multiple victims, multiple potential victims. He's armed with a knife. Every attempt by the cops has been ineffective. There's nothing they've used less lethal. They've used multiple different types of less lethal up to this point. They used the cars trying to cut him off. They tried to divert him. They shot him with the taser multiple times. They used commands. Nothing worked. He's walking into the open business with multiple potential victims. Cannot allow that to happen. The cop's hand was forced. Their hands were forced. The only thing they have left at that point is lethal force. So, and of course, everybody's going to freak out about how many times he was shot. They shot him until he stopped. Okay, multiple cops shot at the same time because of the same reason. They cannot allow him to go into that business. So the cops fire. Multiple cops fired. There's a bunch of cops there. It's not like we can coordinate in a situation like this. Go, okay, Bob, you shoot him, and the rest of us will stand here. That's not the way things work. Okay, they stopped him, and that is it. The number of bullets fired is completely irrelevant. They were there doing their job, all based on the actions of the guy who ended up getting killed. So I feel bad for his family and his friends. It sucks to lose a loved one. Trust me, I know. I've lost coworkers. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, the dead guy is the one who caused the cops to shoot him. So